Hello, welcome to the Skate Fillet podcast. This is episode 91. Today is February 22nd. I'm Grant Fierro. Today we have Roger Bagley as the guest from the 9 Club and many other things. And Mike Medina as always. So I guess we'll just get right into it. Carlos Ribeiro dropped his part Juice on Thrasher on Monday. Mike, you just watched it.
Yeah, I
feel like you might as well just start it off.
No, totally. And I feel like I really am liking this new, like, I watched the part right before we go on thing.
Yeah.
It's fresh.
We did the same thing last week.
Yeah, I like that. But no, dude, I mean, just to start off, it's one of those parts that, like, you don't look away. Like, I'm sorry, like, you guys were trying to talk to me, and I was kind of just, like, off in a different world for a second. But, I mean,
big trick.
Yeah, totally. And I feel like that part is a really, really good mix of ledge, rails, and gaps and things like that, which, I mean, at this point, I feel like Carlos doesn't need to prove himself, but I feel like that's always just a cool thing to see everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially a long rail. Like, it's one thing to just jump on this fucker and get off, but, like, when you're sitting on the back 50 forever,
I agree.
Yeah. I love the frontside 5.0 with the yellow wall on the round rail.
It looks so sick.
Yeah. That, like, he's got that, like, the Chiquita banana board, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, it's funny. I thought the same thing about the yellows, the way it looked. I did this last week when we were going over some of the oddity parts where I just wrote down some notes of things that stood out just because I feel like I just don't want to overlook such a gnarly part like that. So I'll just read some tricks that stood out to me when I watched it.
I feel like our lists are going to be very similar.
Probably pretty similar, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Switchback tail 270 out on the stage is unbelievable.
That's the first trick in the part, right?
Tall ledge.
Was it? Was it the opener or one of the openers? Yeah, that ledge is huge. This switchback tail, he sits on it around the whole corner and then whips out of it. Nollie front heel, the bump over ledge. Front crook to fakie where he like front crooked the inside of the ledge and popped over was sick. Nollie backside flip over that 3 block in New York where you go over the top block and then down 3.
Yeah.
I think we've been seeing a lot of footage on recently. I was just thinking the first clip I ever saw it, or that I can remember was, or just kind of when it started popping off at least, was last year in the Transworld video, was the Nollie flip. And then ever since then, I mean, Austin Gillette fakie trade it. What did Diego Nahara do? Switch frontside flip? He did something.
I don't remember.
Maybe it was that. Yeah. Diego skated it.
You're really good at remembering like the exact spots and stuff like that.
I don't know. It's just because that spot's been in so many parts recently.
Yeah, I think Kevin Braun skated it too, no?
He did.
Yep.
Switch flip front crook pop over, and then the ender, the switch flip front hurricane.
How the fuck are you not going to talk about, like, what was it? Nollie.
Which one?
Nollie frontside flip switch crook fakie heel, or was it a fakie flip out?
Oh, I think it was fakie heel.
Jeez Louise.
I think it was
fakie. Who does that?
Yeah, I mean, you can write down the whole part though. You know what I mean? I'll just write down things that.
I'm just saying, who does that? When the fuck do people do, like, even go into a switch crook that way in general?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That part was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think you said it great about kind of like he did skate everything. Oh, one thing I didn't write down was that big nollie inward heel he did down that gap was sick. Because there was that, and then there was all the tech stuff, the stage, the switchback tail, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
Grant, I cannot believe. I really want you to like really reference your Wally Nose Manny every time you skate. You talk about it now.
Oh, what? Just be like Chris?
Be like Chris?
Chris the other day.
That actually be pretty funny.
Dude, I can't wait till we get to the fucking 9 Club interview topic because I absolutely loved it.
You're gonna need to have that clip playing in the background every time.
Oh, I love that, dude. Let's just talk about it now. Dude, that's got to be top 3 of my favorite episodes so far for sure, dude.
The Mark one.
Oh yeah, I already said. I don't know if you listened last week or whatever. I think it was it last week or 2 weeks ago? The Wade one is my favorite one so far.
Yeah, it was dope.
I feel like that dude is like just undeniably cool.
Yeah, we were saying we really like the stories he was telling.
Yeah.
I feel like
really good.
That's like one of
I
those
thought-
dudes that like you talk to and you're just like, yeah, that's a cool fucking dude, man. That's a cool fucking dude.
Yeah, I love the karate story.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah,
And
we
Chris
talked
is-
about. I love the fact that there was people coming at 11-year-old.
And Chris is like, I just did it over in Santa Monica. Like, we could go to the World Championships. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's excellent, man. How long? I mean, now that we have you on here, I guess like, how much editing down is there? Do you think?
We basically get rid of all the ums and ahs. You know,
I
all
wish.
that random bullshit, all the dead time,
Yeah.
and then like we'll take out conversations that just didn't really go anywhere. They were kind of boring,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
So
Who chooses what's staying and what's going?
mostly Chris and I.
Yeah,
You know?
that's sick. That's cool. No, that's how I'd hoped it would be.
Yeah, Chris does the main edit, like when it comes
no
down to
shit.
it. Yeah, like I'll prep everything for him. He'll do the main edit, and then I'll clean everything up.
Cool.
Roger, has there been any of the guests that after you guys filmed, like maybe they said something that they like regretted and had you cut out a certain part before you published it?
I mean, there's stuff that we'll talk about on the show where we already know, like, this isn't going in, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
So,
That makes,
like, there's a lot of, like, off-camera talk, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
remember it.
Definitely know about that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Off-camera talk is hands down my favorite part about like talking about skateboarding.
Yeah.
For
The
sure.
objective of the show is to make these guys look good, you know?
Yeah, totally. You guys have a more of an objective than we do. We just get to talk shit.
Which is great, though.
Oh, it's excellent. It keeps us connected more as viewers, I guess. That's how like Drew and I wanted it to be when it first started. We just wanted it we wanted it to be like a conversation with your friends as opposed to like this huge production kind of thing, you know. At first, I remember we didn't even want to do video forever. Like we just wanted it to be a straight audio podcast, and then I don't know. People were like really, really inspired by Weekend Buzz, which obviously they fucking should be. It's the godfather of all podcasts, right? And
I thought Tim O'Connor was.
All right. I feel like there's two different factions of
I'm
thinking
joking about
here.
that.
What do you think? What do you think? You think Tim O'Connor?
For nearly as long, though, right?
Oh, no.
Tim O'Connor's been doing it for a minute, right? Like quite a while.
Totally.
A little while. But...
Rob was pretty much the first.
Yes. What is it? Weekend Buzz? Was it like 5 years they hit recently?
Yeah.
That's a
I've been doing it for a
while.
Oh, dude. I feel like like I said, I just feel like that show is the godfather of everything. Honestly though, was Tim O'Connor before it?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Tim didn't start his like last year.
A couple of years. Yeah, a year or two. I thought.
Oh, I thought he's been doing it for a while now.
Oh no.
And then I remember Anthony Shetler's been doing his for a while too, right?
Yeah, the Shetler Show.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's
that's a good one. I do like the Shetler Show.
Yeah.
I listened to a couple of the bunts that are pretty cool.
I haven't got into the bunt yet. I listened to the Spencer Hamilton one just because that's like my fucking that's one of my favorites. But I don't know.
Was there, Mike? Is there anything you want to say about the MJ episode or Roger?
Yeah, I forgot.
I mean, I'm sure you wanted to. We might as well just get into it because we already brought it up.
I mean, now that we have Roger, we should let him.
Actually, I want to talk about Carlos for a second.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's Anything else you want to say on that?
What did you guys think about the song?
Like the old school hip hop type thing?
Did you know it's been used twice before?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, who used it? Yeah, I guess it doesn't shock me because it's like an old hip hop song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Costin used it in H Street Next Generation, and then Rob Dyrdek used it in the DC video.
No way. That's funny.
That's
too
funny.
classic.
How did I know?
So does that bother you, Roger?
What's that? No, I mean,
what do you think about a song being used multiple times like that?
I mean, they do it in movies all the time, and no one complains about that. You know, like I think it's just. I thought it was kind of funny, and actually, when Carlos was here, I asked him about that, and he's like, he had no idea. You know.
Oh, Carlos didn't.
I wouldn't be surprised that Carlos didn't even know that song was going to be like used at all.
No, he did.
Oh, he did? That's sick.
Yeah,
that's sick. Because I know that I've heard like quite a lot, actually a lot of stories about skaters not even knowing what song it's going to be until it's like done.
Yeah. He said like originally he wanted it to have like a he had another song in mind, but they couldn't get the rights for it.
That sucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a bummer the way that works. That's crazy to hear about. I remember Tori Pudwell talking about he wanted to get a Beatles song, but it was some over $1 million.
I mean, I feel like
Beatles songs are
like
expensive.
a song getting used twice in a part, or like in different parts, it doesn't really bother me. Honestly, I don't really care that much. I feel like it's like.
I think it depends on the part.
Yeah.
There's some parts it's like
let it have
that song. That song will make it what it is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone will come along and just use it, and it's just like sounds like shit.
And I feel like a lot of songs now are kind of like the video part, not like defined by the song, but it's like that shit is like that part. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't use that because that's his shit. Like that kind of feel.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like when P-Rod used the Michael Jackson song that Guy used back in the day, in the blind video days.
I think that one was like more like recognizable too. I don't know why. I feel like I definitely remember that one being like, oh, well, fucking Guy used that song already.
Yeah.
I feel like anytime I would hear that the Kanye song that Paul used in Me, Myself, and I, like P-Rod's like the first. Like if I start hearing that song, I just think of that part immediately. Because he used that. I don't know if either of you remember. Was that song actually like released yet?
I don't know.
I think this. Yeah, I think he either did it like right when that came out, or that song actually hadn't been released.
It's kind of weird that people
immediately think. I know. I always think of Paul immediately if I hear that song, which isn't often.
Paul on the show.
We should get Paul on the show.
You'll see Drew pop up.
I was going to say Drew will pop up out of nowhere. I was just going to say the same.
He'll be back for sure.
Fuck the police. Fuck State Patrol.
Is that what he's doing now? State Patrol?
Yeah.
Highway Patrol.
That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. Highway Patrol.
He's
patrolling
in
the
process.
The game. Keeping us all safe, man. I said this shit. I feel like he's gonna go viral for doing a tray flip with a cop uniform on. Mark my words. I'm serious. Watch it happen. So one of his longtime viewers is gonna recognize him and say, "Holy shit, you're Drew's days. Do the fucking tray flip from a tray flipper to another." That's the best Drew quote of all time.
I know. Roger,
you know about this?
Heard that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, we had Josh Kalis on the show, and Drew does a lot of tray flips.
That's like his thing.
Obviously, tray flip.
It's a good trick.
Yeah, Drew just tosses himself all the way up to Kalis's level, and goes from one tray flipper to another. Just starts talking about tray flips. It was so funny.
Jeez.
One of the best things that's ever happened on this fucking show, that's for sure. And Smolik was still my favorite.
That's pretty. I haven't seen that one.
Oh, they're old. They're not. I don't think you can find them anymore. They're off the internet, dude.
Yeah, I noticed Drew like deleted everything.
Everything.
Why? Like,
what's funny is I don't know. What's kind of funny is he even deleted Grant and I's like little video parts that he posted on his channel.
He should just give you guys the YouTube channel so you guys can carry the torch.
Dude, that's what I agree.
Yeah, it was. You guys are like business started all over, right?
That's what
we're honestly doing kind of better than I anticipated. Like I felt like we were like this was gonna suck, but I talked to Drew recently actually.
It's on your page, right, Grant?
Yeah, it's on mine. And a lot of the viewers, I don't think all of them have found out yet, but we've been posting. We made the Skate Fillet Instagram, and I talked to Drew recently, and he said he might do just like one final video on his channel and tell everyone like where Skate Fillet is and why he had to do all that.
Yeah.
But to answer your question of he deleted, or I think a lot of it might just be unlisted, where if you had a link, it might still work. But all those videos for background check reasons, because he didn't want to be like saying inappropriate things on the internet.
Yeah,
and I guess he heard a lot of instances. Yeah, he said he heard a lot of instances of people not getting hired because of things they had said on the internet.
I believe it.
So he didn't want all the podcasts and all the Let's Go Skates.
I feel like
those other. I can't get a job.
You think so?
No.
I feel like those other instances may.
Yeah, so that's mainly why.
I feel like the other shit may have been like racially related though, like that may have not gotten someone a job. Or
that will bite him in the ass later on in life.
Yeah, like I feel like him talking about skateboarding probably is not on their radar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And doesn't he have a video about like how to deal with cops, and it was like the most polite shit?
Yeah, it was so funny. Yeah, he did. He's like, one of his suggestions was to take the memory card out of your camera because if you keep it in, then you just have proof of you breaking the law.
True.
That video.
I used to pop the tapes out.
You would? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, but that's funny you mentioned that, Mike, because Drew was never – he would never be someone to be like, one more try. Like when a cop pulls up, like
yeah, that's what I heard.
Done.
I heard he loses his body. Like he's like, all right, yeah, absolutely, sir, absolutely. Like he loses, he just goes.
I've only seen him actually handle a cop. Like I was only with him once when cops came, but I mean
that's hilarious.
I mean, the best thing to do is just walk up to him and be polite, you know?
Yeah, I always just talk to him like a fucking human, you know? It's all you gotta do.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
because if you're a dick,
it's just stupid to disrespect a cop.
Yeah, and he's always going to be a bigger dick no matter what.
And when people run, like, come on.
Dude, your dog's going wild.
I told you. I fucking told you, man. I told you.
Hello, so we could move on to the MJ episode because I know Mike has stuff to say.
Oh yeah, we were just shooting random shit about Drew's days too.
Carlos switched backside Smith down Bricktown.
Ooh, good call. I'm surprised I didn't write that one down. That was bug.
That was nuts.
Super. I think I saw a photo of that recently. Maybe it's in the new Thrasher. And I was hyped when I saw the photo. I was like, oh, I can't wait for that footage. And then I saw he was coming with the part, and I was like, yep, here it comes. That was crazy.
Amazing.
I've been thinking a lot, like every time I see that reel recently, even though Chima's clip just came out recently, that switchback tail in the Vans video.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay, now I know what you're talking about. For
the
sure.
rail lands into the brick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that switchback Smith on that's ridiculous. That rail's gnarly.
Oh,
I actually saw Carlos. That part dropped Monday morning, and I saw him at the barracks on Monday as well. He was so crazy to watch in person. It was like he has
so
ridiculous pop. Yeah, and so he doesn't fall off his board.
Yeah,
I was just mind blown. Like it, and his pop, like he did a flat ground nollie flip. It was so big. I was just blown away. Like it just doesn't even look like he was trying to pop his, like like people that, and it's not bad, but like you can tell when someone's trying to pop a trick like extra, like as high as they can.
Yeah, they're trying to crack.
Like he just looked so mellow, like he was just warming up, and he just nollie flipped so high. I was like, what?
He's got it like that, dude.
Yeah,
those Brazilians are the real deal.
Seriously.
I know. I was talking to a friend of mine about how there's just so many Brazilians with so much pop.
Dude, they're gonna win skateboarding in the Olympics. Dude,
They really are.
I'm
Luan, Thiago, Carlos,
Felipe, Carlos.
They got Leticia.
Yeah. They don't got any big rail dude though. They got to get some their version of Jamie Foy.
They probably do. Maybe he hasn't made it out over to the US.
That'd be so sick if there was a fucking Brazilian version of Jamie Foy. That'd be my favorite skater overnight. Like fucking Yarne.
Dude, Yarne is incredible.
My favorite.
Where is he from?
Belgium?
Somewhere in Europe. I don't know. He's so fun to watch. Fun to watch.
Are we ever going to get this market?
Yeah, well, you go ahead. I think now's the time.
No, I'm just kidding. Dude, no, the fucking fact that it started with him giving a gift of 4.5 hours of looping flip switch, man, he is my favorite.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah.
The switch flip.
That's hilarious. Did you guys know he was going to give you that?
He mentioned something about bringing a gift, but
That's
we didn't know what it
awesome.
was.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What's funny is, like, as a viewer, too, no bullshit, you can't, like, you definitely find yourself watching it in the background, too.
Yeah. Constantly on loop.
I found that hilarious.
Want to try and sneak like Kelly's trick in there somehow?
I know that would be so rad.
That would be rad.
Hey, have you ever done a trick on the stage yourself, Roger?
Just manual it. Manual 180.
We might just have to get a loop of that so we get all three guys behind each of you. But no, I agree, Mike. I would be like listening to them talk, and I would just like be staring at the switch flip, switch Manny. It just.
I'll tell you right now, the thing that I took away most from the episode was when you guys were talking about how much internet content, and like Mark said something along the lines of like quantity over quality and all that kind of shit. And I was just like, man, like I know that I brought it up to you right before we got on the show. Like I was watching the Carlos part, and on my YouTube stream, there's got to be at least 30 videos right on top of it. And I'm talking, this is, what did it drop 2 days ago?
Yeah.
So I mean, what does that say? And I only follow skateboarding related, you know what I mean, stuff on YouTube. I really could care less about anything else.
But I believe like Thrasher still has it featured, like up in the top right corner.
That's good.
On
the site.
I just always thought that there should be a way to like have the featured articles, but have them like scroll or featured parts or just featured things that like you want to, you know, stay at the top.
Eventually it'll get buried, you know?
I mean,
So,
dude, I feel like there are certain publications that do it way worse than others, I guess. And I mean, I'm not trying to fucking pick on them by any means, but we've said it before prior to this topic ever even happening, is the barracks, man.
Yeah.
And like I feel like their website at times can even be hard to navigate. Just because there's like that little down, like the little bottom screen shows multiple videos, but then there's also like the see more, that's where multiple videos pop up. I almost just as like an audience member or like a viewer, I guess, or whatever, I feel like I kind of get over it. I'm just kind of over it. Like you
know what I'm over the most? I'm over the pre-roll in the beginning and the pre-roll at the end.
Like the commercials?
Oh, I can't stand that. As soon as you're done watching it, all the commercial kicks in again.
Like, yeah, I agree.
Times already.
It to you twice? Oh my god! And it does it twice is the worst shit. That kept happening to me for the Gilbert part.
Yeah.
The Vans commercial like 4 times in a row.
Yep.
Jesus. Yeah, I'll tell you right now though. Okay, just because we're on the topic, I did not get sick of Kyle Walker's Waffle Cup commercial. I did not get tired of it.
No, but I was gonna say
they got the money worth on that one.
Hell yeah, they did. I did not get sick of that one. I can honestly say that.
I think,
and I'm the one to bitch and complain about these commercials more than anyone.
Yeah, that 50's nuts.
Oh yeah. What's up, Grant?
Okay, but it might have been my internet.
What happened to that La Jolla Wi-Fi, man?
No. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say about that K-Walks thing was I think that's almost part of like what you guys were talking about on the show, Roger, was like you almost get numb to seeing so many gnarly things. Like I feel like you see that insane 50 for his shoe every time you watch a video. So then it's like, oh, I'm just gonna watch Kyle 50 this ridiculous rail again.
Yeah.
So where it's like numbing you down to the gnarliness of that clip.
Like what was his name? Fucking, I'm drawing a blank now. Oh, Cole Wilson's like last trick in Holiday.
Yeah, the 50.
50. I'm like, oh, that was sick. But Kyle Walker just grinded like the biggest kink I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So
you're
like,
oh, that's cool. No big deal.
Mean, just the level of rail progression that's happened in the last 2 years is fucked.
Yeah. No. And Cole Wilson's whole part in general, since you mentioned his name, it's just ridiculous rails.
That's a part that has to get you on the SOTY list, whether it came out in fucking January 1st or the last day of the SOTY voting.
Yeah. I think like that part was.
That's going to be watched over and over and over again for years.
The crook blew my mind where the rail dropped to the next rail.
It dropped. I think Center nose slid that one, right?
The nose grind, the last 50. I do see what you're saying about like how you're just going to compare it to something else. But those weird little notches in the rail and it dropped off.
Like curves, yeah.
So buck.
It's a crazy looking rail.
Yep, agreed. The crook nollie flip on that bump to bar, I think that trick always looks good. Well, when it's done right, but you could say about anything.
I feel like that's going to win like video of the year.
I mean, we got.
They still do that?
I mean, first of all, it's just rare that like skateboard companies even make videos nowadays. So
right.
They're the only ones out there right now.
It's true.
Yep.
I mean, what other? I mean, I don't really. The Lakai video is for sure happening.
Lakai. I don't know what else off the top of my head. Trans World, but they come a video every year that premieres tomorrow. And then I heard rumors. I think I saw Sibo say something about a crooked video, but I don't know the date on that. Like, I don't know if that's this year or whenever. Skate Mental's supposed to be June, I heard.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Dan Plunkett, hell yeah.
You're right.
Dude, that video is gonna be sick.
Darkness.
Wait for that.
Tom K, Darkness, Trevor,
Carsten.
Yeah, they got a sick lineup.
He's gonna do every other S-rail in the United States. Gonna find every S-rail.
I know he is. That's funny. Yeah, whenever I see crazy curve rails like that, I always think of Carson.
Dude, he owned that shit.
He whips around that corner.
Dude, I still watch that and I'm just like, how the fuck did he do that one? But like that was gnarly. I think it's like right towards the end. It's the one that's like he comes from like almost like a parallel angle to get on it too.
Yeah.
Like I mean like an adjacent angle. How the fuck did he do that? Like I don't understand.
And his front boards that one like curvy rail in China that looks super sick.
No, that dude's gnarly.
I think Trevor McClung crooked it maybe. Or someone
Nike with one part, right? How to do it, dude? You jump on S rails and ride the shit out of
rails.
I'm sure he worked for it. Just didn't get thrown on.
Yeah. Harder than that.
Yeah, probably.
I thought it was great to hear pretty much the first we heard of MJ's response to the whole Lakai situation.
I feel like he kept it pretty mellow.
Yeah.
Pretty mellow, but it was
his side of
the story, you know. We had only heard from Mike Carroll, who, if I remember correctly, it's been, that happened a little while ago. I took away that he sounded pretty bitter and upset with the way it all went about. So it's cool to hear MJ's side. I liked to hear how he wished everyone the best and kind of just said that it was like a bad ending to a great time at Crailta.
Yeah, I always say something like one shitty drop in a bucket of something or whatever.
Yeah. I think that was cool just because, and I mean, it could also have to do with Mike Carroll's interview came out right after it happened, but I think he probably wanted that to happen, where MJ waited, so maybe he's had time to think about the situation more.
Well, but MJ and Mike should have like manned up and just had a conversation and talked things through.
Handled it like that.
That's what I always say.
Just handle it, but didn't happen that way.
Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah.
But I think it's good to hear the other side of the story because I every time I hear, like, if I ever hear someone saying like MJ handled that bad or just anything derogatory against MJ, like before this week, I'm like, well, all you heard was the other side of the story. Like, you don't know what MJ.
Yeah.
Like, none of us, even now that we know both sides, we don't know what actually happened.
Yeah.
And like, I don't even like to really comment until I've heard both sides, and even once I have, it's like I don't know what happened.
Handled it badly.
Yeah, it could have been handled better. However, it happened to happen, but it's cool to hear the response.
I'll tell you right now, I'm most excited for Brink's interview.
That's going to be heavy as well.
Yeah.
He posted, what was it, like 5 hours of them talking?
Yeah.
43,000 words.
Dude, I talked to Brink about it.
Mark's a talker.
Yeah, for sure. That's what Brink said. Brink's like, he just kept wanting to talk about everything, and so I just let him talk, and I was like, that's the shit.
Yeah, that's good.
Is Brink gonna get Mike's side?
Hey, Brink, I don't know. I hope so. I know that Brink really doesn't like the way that it all came about so quickly.
I mean, Mike's side's kind of already out there, right, with Jenko?
Right, but Brink has been sitting on this interview for quite a while, dude. So it's not like he just did it with Mark like yesterday. You know what I mean? Like it's when the shit hit the fan that he interviewed him. So I'm just most excited to read that and then to get a better feel for the whole thing, I guess, because it sucks because Mike Carroll has literally been one of my favorite skateboarders since I was fucking 13 years old, and the same goes for Mark. Yeah, so it's
every skater's favorite skater.
Literally, yeah. That's the dude that you want to do manuals and you want to do 5.0s like that guy.
And you want to look
I feel like that too. We all fucking want those stupid. Oh man, I'm fucking 28 years old and I feel like I dressed like I was. Oh god, dude, I don't even want to fucking think about it.
I'm 42 and I'm still doing it.
I love Roger. I love the outfit changes by
by Mark.
And in the episode, that was so funny.
Yeah.
Just the hat switch. Like, I think I looked away for a second, because I was watching it. Depending on what I'm doing, when it comes out or whatever. Sometimes I'll sit and at least watch some of the episode or listen to it, whatever. But I was watching it and I looked away and then looked back and I was like, "What? You switch hats?" And then the end when he was shirtless with that cracked me up too. I thought that was hilarious.
Kept on talking like nothing weird was happening.
Yeah, exactly. Just went along with it like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Was that was completely his idea? I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I know what's kind of funny is I'll admit this. I've never admitted it before, but I kind of thought A-Team was sick. I think it was sick, and I honestly was most hyped on Gershon Mosley back then.
But was it the team or like the graphics? The image.
It was the team. The graphics I always thought were kind of stupid.
Yeah, the team makes a brand sometimes.
I remember like the ads were like the funniest part about them. Like they were so dead ass serious. It had like Rodney Mullen with this huge scowl on his face. Like, what? he was just smiling on the last company he was on.
Yeah. Like it was all fun and games over it,
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I found that company. I remember it really well for some reason because I was like a World Industries fanboy back then. So like anything coming out of World, I thought was just like the coolest fucking thing ever. Rodney Mullen, holy shit! Like it's the best. It's gonna be the best. And then I remember
Willie?
My first board was Flamebow. Word to God, man. Flamebow, where he's dressed as Rambo.
Oh no way!
With the machine guns.
Yep. You already know exactly which one I'm talking about. If I could track down that board, man. Oh God.
I would be surprised the World still makes that board.
Shit. What do they probably sell it at Walmart too?
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably trash. That's hilarious.
I still I know this is a little random or whatever because we're not even talking about it because this just randomly came up. But I still am not understanding what the difference between a Dark Star board that is sold at my local Walmart and the one that fucking Greg Lutzka rides. What is going on with that brand? I don't understand.
All right. I've talked to Chet about that before.
Awesome.
And so Chet, like when he grew up, he bought his first skateboard like at like a sports store. And it was like a piece of shit that didn't roll, didn't turn. And what he wants to do is basically offer kids that are getting into skateboarding a board that actually kind of works. So it actually turns and the wheels roll and you can ollie on it and it's going to last you. So that's why he does. It's like an intro drug to the company.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I guess that gives me more of an understanding for
it's like you can buy piece of shit like Kryptonics board that's like made in China for like just cheap materials, whatever, or you can actually buy something that's like decent and gonna last you, and you can actually learn how to skateboard on it.
It's gonna last you until your next Dark Star price point board, and then you
pretty much. Then you move up to like
the Chet Thomas. I mean the Greg Lutzka Pro Bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. Pay a little more. You get the Resin 7.
That's they have those.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
So are the
different construction boards?
Roger, so is Dwindle like distributing those boards to Walmart then? Or is that completely separate?
No, I think I don't exactly know how they have it set up, but they basically make.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, I guess there's more of an understanding behind it now. I don't know. It's just a strange branding.
Yeah, but I mean, like if a kid's gonna get into skateboarding and their parents gonna go to the sports store to buy one, at least they're buying one that's like supports skaters.
Yeah, that's no shit.
They can actually learn how to skateboard on it,
He left World to do that, right?
Like Chet?
Yeah.
What do you mean? He was always part of that camp.
Oh, okay.
Because like Chet was doing Dark Star wheels like even when he rode for A-Team. And then he turned into a board brand.
I didn't know that. That's sick. I had Dark Star wheels on one of my first Day One songboards.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know, it wasn't a Day One soundboard. It was a LeVar McBride board. And what it was is like a gold grill, and it said his name in the teeth.
Yeah.
That's like that Miles Silva's shot board that he had.
I think we talked about that actually.
Yeah, for PLA.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're talking Mike Carroll. I didn't put this on the list or saw this, but this week,
Oh shit!
You say that again?
That La Jolla Wi-Fi's got him stuck, man. He's like glue. That's funny that you and me are the better Wi-Fi than him right now. Hey, what's up, Grant? Are you back or what?
Is Roger here?
Yeah,
Roger. The internet's giving us.
Me and Roger hanging out. We're looking for you, young man.
Which is trash. All right, Mike.
That's not me, bud. You're gonna keep blaming me, but it's you. I promise.
No, I'm not blaming.
But the internet came on there.
Oh, see, this is what I want to be able to edit down this kind of shit because I genuinely do not like this platform. Although it is the best, I guess. I don't fucking like it.
When you guys do this live thing, like, do you guys how are you guys recording it? Like
it records like straight
when I go live. Yeah, when I go live, because we can all be in this Google Hangout.
Yeah.
But then when I hit live, it's connected to my YouTube account.
Okay.
So it's just live on YouTube.
It records to YouTube. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's recording.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
But it doesn't like put a file onto your desktop or anything like that?
No, I don't have a file of them.
You should just rip the file and then edit it down and repost it.
Yeah,
that's what I always wanted to do, man. That's what I've been saying. Because I hate when like the shit that we can't do anything about.
Yeah, just internet problems. Because it'll happen like it just did. So anyway, back to my question. Did either of you watch that Mike Carroll re-edit that was released this week of his footage that was released since Pretty Sweet?
Return of the Flare?
Yeah.
I watched part of it.
I'll send it over to you, Mike. I didn't even think about putting it on the list. Actually, one of our viewers, Daniel, made that edit because he did one the week before. For who was it? Honestly, I can't pronounce his last name. Starts with a P.
No, we have some diehard viewers, man, that are like our homies at this point.
He's from Canada. Him and his homies came out to LA for a week. Or like 10 days, something. And I was skating with him like the whole time they were here. Roger, he was actually at the courthouse that one day. When you were with Brophy, right after you guys came out with Brophy's episode, that kid, Daniel, was there.
All right.
And he did that Mike Carroll re-edit. So everyone should go check that out because it's very well done. It's on like a bunch. I don't think Thrasher. I know Transworld posted it, and then like Girl and Lakai and everyone put it up on their Instagram.
Yeah.
That was a good watch.
Link that shit in the description.
I don't think Trail put it up on their page.
Yeah, no, Micah, we'll do that. I'll put that in the description. Or I'll just comment it. And this is live. Alien Workshop announced Yajay Popson and Joey Guevara Pro. You sounded pretty opinionated before the show started, so I'll let you go ahead.
Me?
Yeah, you sounded like you had an opinion when we talked about this earlier.
All right, fine, dude. You want me to talk about it? I will. I just feel like I've never heard of one of them. Joey Guevara, he's sick. He rips. I'm not saying shit. I don't even know the other guy. Like I don't know if he skates regular or goofy. I don't know what he does. All I know is that Frankie Spears is out here fucking shitting on the world right now. Killing the game. Drops the fucking solo thrasher part. Drops the Broadway bullet part. He's out here. He's in the streets, man. Doing the NBDs. He's out here. I enjoy this footage very much so.
And he just got on Adidas.
That's what I'm saying. He's out there. When's the last time you heard of this Yaji?
It's still too early to turn that dude pro.
You can't say that though. Because what about Shot Pablo? They went pro via fucking montages.
Sure.
That's all I'm
saying. They built up their names.
Frankie, he's out here.
Yeah, he's out there.
He's stepped up.
Here's another problem too. Here's another problem though, is like Frankie's in New York, so is Yajay. Yajay's been like a pretty little more established, you know. So like, all right, we're gonna turn Yaje pro first because he's a little more established than Frankie. And I'm sure too, like, no, but it'd probably fuck up his Adidas deal if like all of a sudden Alien's like, he's pro. They'll be like, well, we want an AM, we don't want a pro. You know?
Oh man, there could be some deeper
They
shit.
did just put him on.
Damn,
Yeah,
that'd be so shitty. That's so shitty if that's the case.
Yeah,
I think both of them is a little premature, but I understand what Alien's doing, and I think it's like, I think they need a pro board out there.
Yeah, there's because like after everyone left or whatever, it's just been team boards, and now it's like, all right, we need a new story to tell. And like we have Yaje who's killing it. He had like that with the Danny part, whatever that came up pretty recently, the DANY.
Yes.
And then like Joey, he's like pretty kind of established NorCal, you know, somewhat good fucking skater.
So why
why not have a East Coast pro and a West Coast dude?
And announce it right before Yaje has a part dropping this week.
Yeah,
trans roll video.
See, I am a fan.
That's another thing too. It's like if Yaje Transworld part came out this week, everyone would probably be like, he should be pro. Well, he's pro now.
That's funny.
Damn. So you're this is Brink said the same shit. He was like, yeah, maybe sometimes they just like to get things in prior, just so it's like it's kind of like what's gonna happen, but
yeah, you gotta strike while the iron's hot too.
Yeah, I understand. I guess I get it.
Also, I've been familiar with Yaje for a while.
Yeah, I've known Yaje for like when he was on Flow for Chocolate. I'd film with him a lot.
Yeah,
and so he rips, dude.
Yeah,
I gotta get up.
I mean, I haven't seen him skate in person.
What's that?
Just he said he has to get in speed with Yaje. He's not too familiar.
Not at all.
Yeah, look up that Danny part, and then we'll get a new part this week. Or I think they're already shipping out the DVDs, so the trans video should come out pretty much right after the premiere.
That's sick.
That's just
and
sick,
then, I think his footage is really enjoyable.
What's that?
He gets hooked up.
I say Glock into the system.
Yeah, that's all. That board is the shit.
Yeah, that avocado.
Yeah,
what's his Instagram username? It's something about avocado.
It's like Yashikado or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's so sick how he's that into avocados. I love it. It's so cool. And then wait, what was I thought I was gonna say something else about Yash.
I was gonna say too, like with Joey as well. He used to ride for Think. I think it was like Flow for Habitat at one time too, right?
I think so.
So like the dude's kind of established somewhat.
Yeah, it's been they've both had their names out there for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
I think Frankie's name, I first heard of Frankie Spears because of Alex Midler was on the Woodward show. And Frankie was like skating with him when they were little. But I think Frankie's name really getting bigger into the industry didn't really happen until 2016 probably.
Dude, his Thrasher part was the shit.
Oh, super buck. And Broadway Bullet. I'm not downplaying at all his skateboarding. Obviously, it's
good
for itself. That gap to back.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
He reminds me of a combination of Ted DeGrosse and Jamie Fortune.
Damn, Jamie Fortune was style king, man.
It was good.
I always liked his name. I always thought his name was sick.
That is quite the last name, Fortune.
Made me want to watch his video parts. You should watch Jamie Fortune shit, Grant. You'll like it, dude. Style.
Let's get up after this. Who was he on?
Shit, dude.
He did ATM.
ATM. Oh.
I think he wrote for
Jamie
Santa Cruz.
Fortune was on.
He wrote for Santa Cruz at one point, I think, too.
That's what I was gonna say. Santa Cruz.
Jamie Fortune.
When I worked at Conference, he was getting shoes from us.
Oh, sick.
He was getting shoes from who?
When I worked at Converse back in like the late 90s,
Cons.
he was getting shoes from us.
Dang. That's crazy. Who was on at the Kenny was on at the time.
Yeah, it was like Kenny, Felix, Shenny, Danny Silva, Jerry Fowler, Stefan Laurence.
When did they get bought by Nike?
Early 2000s?
Yeah.
Like mid? It's been a little while.
Yeah, he was on Santa Cruz for sure. All right, for sure. I'm making sure I'm not fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's sick. So Mike, obviously last week we talked about all the oddity parts that had been released.
What's
pretty
the
much
newest one? We got Cole and Dakota.
Yeah, I know you're hyped on Dakota. You made
Fucking
that very,
goes.
very verbal on the internet. Not
He's a great
that I
dude.
disagree.
Dude, Dakota goes. Dude, that part is so fucking watchable. Are you kidding? Trick selection.
Go ahead.
Hey, this oddity video, I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, but I've been watching it a lot before I go skate lately. Like, it's my go-to shit. And I got an interview with Glick coming up, so I'm pretty excited about that.
That's tight.
His shit is crazy. I also really liked, I know we probably already talked about it, but like the little duffel, little fake out intro was the shit. Love that. But no, dude, as far as like the new stuff that got released, it was Dakota and of Cole Wilson.
Cole Wilson,
Cole Wilson. Dude, I feel like again, it's something that's gonna be watched and talked about for a long time, dude.
Honestly, to me, it was a pleasant surprise. I think I
Foundation needed that video.
Oh, hell yeah. Couldn't agree more.
I think I was.
I'm just wondering how they got paid all those filmers for that footage.
Oh shit! Is there a lot of them?
There probably is. I mean, it takes a lot of people to make a video.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's selling, man. Shit.
Free download.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But I mean it was free. But you mean push board sales though?
Hey, I backed Miato, man.
I don't know, that video. It was kind of like, to me, I think I was familiar with most of the dudes on the team, but hadn't seen a ton of stuff, I guess, recently, or just I don't know. They weren't on the front of my mind. And so when I heard it was coming out, I was like, oh, cool. Like, I'll watch it. I don't know. I still didn't think too much about it. And then, but of course, when it's online, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah. And so then watching it, I was like, dude, this video. I mean, it's so heavy that you can't deny the skateboarding. And I love to see, and we were talking about this earlier with full lengths not being as just popular as they used to be, obviously, because in a sense, why make a full length? But at the same time, as a viewer, I love to watch full lengths, and obviously they put tons and tons of work and time into that. And it's great to be able to watch that and enjoy it.
It's great just to be able to have
Cole Wilson
dudes in one place too.
See, that's what I always think about the whole. Like, I feel like it lets us know.
You get a buy on the team.
Yeah, thank you. I was gonna say it lets us know about who the team is, as opposed to
not just a bunch of sick them actually together, which is so sick, so sick. I like that a lot with. But all this is all completely different than a full length. But weekdays, those little curl tap edits they've been doing. Stuff like that where you see the whole team together. I love that stuff.
Well, I feel like Girl on Chocolate need to be doing that to rebuild what's happened over there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're building like a whole new family. You know, so like now it's basically like team building. You know?
Yeah.
Completely. I feel like that is such a huge part of skateboarding and such an established brand. All of the brands under Crail Tap for that matter. I feel like, I mean, maybe not Royal, because Royal, I don't really see Royal very often. Just gonna say that.
I've skated here.
Hey, I've rode them before. I have no problem with it with them. I'm just saying, man. But back to what I was saying, like that brand is not gonna go anywhere. Like that brand, that board.
It'll never be an indie. Yeah.
What's that?
So Royal will never be as big as Indy.
No, never. I think it's kind of like there's Thunder and Indy. Pretty
much. Always has been.
Just like as far as wheels, they're firing bones.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dominated by two brands.
Nah, you can't say that.
People are gonna keep buying it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't say that no, because small companies do pretty well now.
Yeah.
Look at the Miles and them started their company, right?
Brophy with Wayward.
Yeah, Brophy. What didn't Miles? What's Miles? He's on Wayward?
Yeah.
He skates for him, yeah.
I don't know.
And then Miles and his homies have that little hardware brand.
What is it?
Fofa.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fofa.
Oh yeah.
I still think Hardee's is my favorite.
It's from where they're from. It's some acronym about where they grew up.
Yeah.
Hardee's, yeah. Then there's that. Yeah, bunch of little homie stuff, which I love. I love little homie brands.
Yeah, me too. I love that.
Dime started out as just a group of friends, and then that thing blew up.
Now they're like $50 T-shirts and shit.
I know they posted today like a whole new drop, the whole collection. I was like, what?
Yeah, I like Dime, dude. I think Dime's cool.
Sick. They collab with bands, stuff like that's the sickest because I think it's fun for viewers to like for skateboarders that are watching this stuff. It's easy to relate because it's like they're just skating with all their friends.
Totally.
Whatever.
I remember when I first saw somebody wearing a Dime
that's my
shirt.
favorite stuff to watch.
What like homie brands and stuff?
What's the thing? Like, a lot of these smaller brands are doing well because they're all regional.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone wants to support their homies, you know?
Exactly.
I feel like just like a company that comes out of where you're from is automatically kind of a go-to.
Totally.
Like I know like I really support Blue Town Skateboards because they're out of Chicago and I know people that ride for that team and shit. And it's like
There's a new house in them.
Oh hell yeah, that company is cool as fuck, man. And they're Chicago as hell. Like it's not just like they're sitting here saying Chicago.
Yeah.
Like that company, they're in the streets of Chicago. Like they're killing.
They've been around forever.
Yep. They actually half of that team was a part of another Chicago-based team, and then they just jumped ship and went over to Jesse's company as soon as he like actually made the announcement that like shit was going down.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Do you know who Sean Turner is?
No.
He's out of Portland now or Seattle now, but he's from Chicago too. He did the same little jump over there. And I've heard rumors that like, do you know Timmy Johnson? He does some bigger stuff.
What's his friend? Cepeda's friend?
Yeah. He's out of Chicago too. Apparently, there's been a demand for like a pro board from them, and they're trying to turn him pro or something like that, which I think is like the coolest fucking thing ever.
I saw him. He was with I think Deshaun one day when I was at the barracks. Deshaun and Timmy were skating around, and Timmy has got a real good style, like super watch.
No, he doesn't even look like he looks like he's not even trying.
Yeah, exactly. Super mellow,
silky smooth, man.
Yeah,
style. That's how he skates too. Like he's another dude that barely falls off his board. Oh, crazy consistent.
Definitely.
I remember when I first met him, he was riding a cruiser board doing kickflip Manny, nollie flip out.
On a cruiser? I think that's funny. I think he had a shaped board like with some soft wheels when it's some
like some 60s, man. Yeah. Seriously, I was like, because I remember when he put his board down, I was just like, oh, he's just gonna cruise around. That's sick. And then he just literally starts doing super technical shit.
Like,
what?
That's hard on cruiser wheels too.
Dude, that's
crazy.
Kickflip nose, man. He's a fucking nightmare. I'm nose diving every single. There's
on
no
your shoulder.
Kickflip Manny, I got you, bro. Like I'll put the hands down on that one. Kickflip nose Manny, I'm getting smoked. There's no doubt.
Dig it in.
There's no doubt. Straight nose dive like a fucking airplane.
Mike, last week we mentioned Stray. Well, I don't think we said the name, but Jamie Thomas's new shoe brand that he's involved with. He announced on Instagram the name Stray and posted that one pair of shoes. One of his fellow favorite skateboarders will also be involved.
Who?
He didn't say. He just said that's like literally what the caption says.
Oh, no shit.
I'd guess Brockman.
You're guessing Brockman?
What about Dane? Who does he ride shoes? What shoes does Dane ride?
I think he's
wearing New Balance.
New Balance. I think we talked about it.
Yeah. A lot of the
cool company.
Dudes.
I think I'm giving New Balance a pass because I really, really like Frankie Villani and I really, really like PJ Ladd.
Dude, they got some great dudes on the team.
They got a super good
Jack Curtin.
They got Levi Brown. Is he still over there?
He's a team manager.
Dude, he rips.
They have
He's a team manager?
Yeah, Levi's a team.
I thought Ardo was for some reason. That's weird as fuck. That's crazy.
Tyler Surrey.
Oh, yeah, Tyler.
Team captain.
Yeah, he's team captain. He's skateboarding captain.
Yeah.
Damn, that was like my favorite dude.
Lineup.
Yeah, they did.
Super cool lineup.
They had that one dude from Toy Machine.
It's growing too, I feel like.
Rowan?
It is growing.
Oh, I thought you said
Rowan. I would agree.
I know it's growing.
No, not Rowan.
I think that they're
like they keep adding dudes on.
I think the popularity of that brand is definitely growing.
I think getting
Definitely.
Frankie. I think Zero and New Balance both grabbing Frankie when they did was a great choice.
Oh, he's the shit.
I think
I
a
always thought
lot
Frankie
of
was really
people love Frankie. I always thought he used to get Black Label boards. I think when I first heard of him, I always thought he was perfect for cricket. I always felt like when he didn't have a sponsor, I was like, dude, he should get on cricket.
Yeah,
But
I can see
then
that.
I could see Enjoy too. That's interesting. I think he used to get the Americas.
He's SD local, right?
Frankie, no, he lives in like Santa Ana or something.
Like Santa Ana,
LA
yeah.
area,
For sure.
little south of LA.
For sure. For some reason, I thought he was.
Who did you say, Medina? You mentioned. Oh, were you talking about Axel? That gets New Balances as well.
Russia?
Yeah. I
Oh,
think he gets New
totally.
Balances.
Yep.
He.
Yeah, that New Balance team is big.
Yeah, they got a lineup for sure.
They should drop a full length, right, Raj?
Seriously.
I just want to see more full lengths in my life, man.
Well, they got the video staff for it.
Yeah. I mean, I
Russell
feel like
Houghton?
every internet part cannot be Shane Goes. Some of these internet parts can be a little bit better if they were in a full length. That's all.
Yeah.
A little bit more enjoyable. What's that?
Take a few of the tricks out too. Make them short and sweet.
I'm a huge fan. Like, all right, just as an example, Nick Merlino, bangers. It's like
I'm gonna say
long, 2 minutes long of just straight fire.
Short, but just
The shit. Loved it.
what, 1 or 2 lines? Just a
Loved
bunch of
it.
singles.
Yeah, I think he skates 2 ledges, and that's about it. And then the rest of it is just huge hucking and
That
chucking.
switchback 3 was stupid. I was.
That's the only thing that should have been there, I feel like.
The only
Just that
trick.
switchback three. The only trick. He should have just had that.
What about the nollie front feeble?
You didn't like it?
But
I just and the yeah, that was it. Just the switchback three. It should have just been that.
that's all that's there.
Yeah. And I could have done without the whole voiceover, like beautiful goddess woman thing in the beginning.
I actually have heard a few people like say that.
Everyone says that. They never say what they watch. Like, what the
No,
fuck?
also about like song choices that they and editing was. I've heard some people kind of complaining about they don't love the way Oddity was edited or the song choices.
It's
Well,
called,
Oddity reminded me of like an alien workshop video, like memory screen.
I think everyone thought that.
With the titles of like Powell's Celebrity Tropical Fish.
Dude, I think everyone noticed the little alien. I'm just gonna
Similarities.
call it homage.
Yeah.
Homage.
Well, they did have them in the building at one point in time.
Yeah, good point. Good point. All right, so they're allowed. They're allowed to bite a bit.
Yeah. But it
Those
did have a little old foundation feel to it too, though.
Hey, I think it's cool that it started with Duffel. That's like growing up. That was like the dude that I associated with the brand more than anyone.
Oh yeah, I would agree. Every time I
wanted to see
would
more.
hear Foundation was
What's
Duffel.
that?
I wanted to see more Duffel. It was like
So did
the
I.
perfect short and sweet part, you know.
Yep. I think a lot of people wanted to just see him jump down some more shit, and then they're just fully satisfied. He doesn't even
I
have
don't know
to
if his
flip
mic
his
can
board.
handle it.
He doesn't need to turn or flip his board. Just jump down some shit, and I'm fucking good.
Just jump.
Or
Just
some
jump.
crazy
Dude,
shit.
serious, man. He can ride on grind to a drop off anything he wants to, and I'm down to watch that.
Right on.
Literally doesn't even need to ollie. That's cool. Just ride on that shit. Keep moving.
Mike, you mentioned biting when you're talking about Foundation. It made me think because you just texted me before the show about what is it, H&M and Thrasher, or
Oh, that shit.
Who was it in Thrasher?
Why do skateboarders get so mad about things? Like, that's what we're mad
They
about.
hold
We're
it
mad
dear to the
about
heart,
that.
dude.
We literally bite and parody everything. It's what we do. We make a joke out of fucking everything, man. Are you kidding me? Well, even just as an example, other brands will even parody other brands' stuff, like people taking the Baker font or people taking the Thrasher font and using it for their logo. Like, how is
You know
that?
the Thrasher font is a normal font.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, anyone can
funny.
find that font.
This is crazy. It's crazy to me that these people, like, if like you can literally look at the comments of that photo that they posted of like the little H&M. What does it even say?
Trippin', I think.
Trippin'. Like, what the fuck? Why would you buy a shirt that says Trippin' on it, first of all?
Yeah.
That's extra low.
Yeah.
Like, you're tripping if you're trying to buy that shit. Yeah. That's for sure. But no, like, I feel like if you read the comment section underneath that, it's comedy. It's fucking comedy. These people are genuinely angry about this. Like, dude, I feel like it's kind of one of those things like you shrug your shoulders at, you see that shirt, and you're like, that's fucking stupid, and then you just keep walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people are just giving it all the attention.
I just think it's funny, like, just as an example, Grant, you're in love with the fucking Ishad wear with the BMW logo or whatever?
Oh, yeah, I think that. Yeah, that's a good example.
There you go.
Ripping off, like,
BMW got
skateboarders have been ripping off that shit for years.
Years and years and years. Since as long as I can remember, dude.
This is what Brink tweeted last night. Actually,
there you go.
Graphics over the years.
But I think the Simpsons one, I think Matt Groening was like super down for that, actually. Like, he drew that shit, right?
I thought there was some sort of correlation with people from The Simpsons as well. But
yeah, Matt Groening is like the OG author, fucking animator for that. And I'm pretty sure he's the one who did those drawings, which I guess wouldn't make it. It wouldn't make it. It would just make it a collab, right?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, no, it is interesting. It is interesting.
Raj, what was that Simpsons thing?
Simpson thing?
Like those Simpsons, like drawings, you know, of them skating, like Bart putting together the board and then him doing like the backflip, like him skating up a hideout. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the skatebook stuff, right?
Yeah. Like, what was that? A Trans World thing?
No, it's a skatebook.
What do you mean?
I think there's a book that came out every couple of like months called the Skatebook that I think Mike Ballard did, and he had like the cover was Bart ollie in the leap of faith.
Yeah, that shit. That was okay.
Yeah. No, they got sued for that.
Oh, no shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they didn't have permission to do that at all.
I thought Groening was like part of that.
Funny.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
that's
no
insane.
way.
That's funny because I know nothing about The Simpsons. Mike sounds like he does know a little bit. But I thought I also had the assumption, or for some reason thought that they were a part of it, but I had no idea and never paid much attention to it.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that they did that. That's amazing. That makes it even better.
Yes, that's pretty much a perfect example of what we're talking about.
Yeah, like I don't see his name on him on this photo. Kick flipping Carlsbad.
It's so funny. I was just getting all these legendary spots. Hubba, Leap of Faith, Carlsbad. Is there El Toro one?
I'd hope so.
There should be if there's not. All right, so Louis Barletta's In Transition.
Oh, what?
One of the most entertaining things.
Roger, what was your tweet?
I loved it.
You said,
bring a shovel because you're going to have to dig to find it.
Yeah. Well, that thing went up on like Saturday or Sunday or whatever.
Oh,
and I posted that on Tuesday.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. And like Louis sent me the Instagram thing on Saturday and I forgot to post it. So.
I'm just saying.
It kind of worked out with our episode pretty well.
It's the accuracy is there. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh, totally.
I had to search back about 3 pages to get to that part.
It's pretty bad, dude.
Oh, well, yeah, the whole amount of content being released. Yeah, I agree with Mike. Not to go all the way back to the beginning of our show, but
someone just needs to write a code.
MJ and you was very, very interesting.
Yeah. Someone just needs to be able to write a code so like where like when you go to a site, whatever, it starts learning what you like and it starts offering you like, oh, you might if you like Louis' part, you might like this, you know? Or something.
I feel like we may not be too far away from that.
It's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. I think one thing is the Barracks was doing that's part of the In Transition thing. And they were dropping them every day.
Where are these push parts at? We're already in transition, but we have to push.
I would love to know. I would love to know where the push parts are at.
You guys see him after the Battle of the Barracks.
They just started. I believe they had a battle yesterday.
Yeah,
Instagram. They were like
cleaning. They started a battle at the Barracks already?
Not online.
Sorry,
filming it.
Yeah, no, but they like already started filming them.
It doesn't surprise me. It's usually around like March.
Oh Lord. So where are these damn push projects at?
Well, I'm assuming they're gonna put the push parts up before they.
How long is Leo's gonna be? 30 seconds.
Why do you think that?
Possible.
He's been getting smart in episode.
That is true. That is true.
Like his falls aren't even just like, oh damn, he'll be.
Yeah, I know he gets worked.
Heated, yeah, dude. Are you kidding?
And Dylan Wiccan, remember that 50? You got buckled on that bump to bar.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about.
Oh. Wiccan, he had a sick part oddity as well.
Which one did
you guys think of Eddie Campbell?
Oh, dude, his ender was ridiculous.
Dude, there's not a sleeper part in the whole video.
That back 50 and roll onto that rail, stupid. Ollie, what was his first trick? That gnarly Ollie into that bank? That was sick.
Oh, Dylan? Yeah, he rolled into that car pipe.
Dylan rolled in, but didn't Aiden Ollie into some bank, like off of a bridge thing or something?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
The one that
line.
Ben did, too.
Mm-hmm. I love his line where he skates. He does something, and then he's like pumping through a bank, and then it's like a bank to barrier, and he does front board to front hurricane. I think that trick always looks amazing, basically.
I think the sickest trick I thought, and Aiden's part, was the front blunt to fakie on the quarter pipe to wall at that Riverside DIY spot.
Yeah.
That thing is gnarly.
Super bug. Yeah, Aiden has really cool trick selection. I liked his footage a lot.
That video, man.
Wait, Mike, what'd you say about AYC?
Who writes for AYC? On
Paul Hart.
Paul Hart. Cole.
No, I mean on what the
That's
fuck?
an oddity? Cole.
On Foundation. Yeah, Cole. Okay.
Cole, yeah.
For sure. That's so weird.
Yeah, I can't quite comprehend that.
That's the brand. Okay, if we're gonna talk about brand direction that I genuinely do not understand, it's that one. Darkstar in comparison is like pure clarity.
One thing with AYC, whatever, when it first started, it was all heavy hitters.
Super.
Yeah, totally.
Super.
And then
the way that you used it was like as this like elite group of yacht riding motherfuckers. I understand that. That's cool. But like since then, like what the fuck is going on over there?
Every single original rider except Riley Hawk is gone.
And Riley's still wearing fucking Volume 4. And
I don't feel like Riley's really repping it.